Let's set the stage for why Alien is such a big deal. Released in 1979, this film came at a perfect time when audiences were hungry for smart, atmospheric sci-fi after the massive success of Star Wars in 1977. But unlike the heroic space operas, Alien flips the script by blending heart-pounding horror with futuristic realism. It's like taking the tension of a haunted house thriller and launching it into the cold vacuum of space. Directed by Ridley Scott, who was relatively new to big Hollywood features at the time, Alien became a cultural phenomenon that grossed over $100 million at the box office on a modest budget. More on that in a bit. It won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects and was nominated for Best Art Direction, proving that practical effects and clever storytelling can outshine any modern digital wizardry. If you're a fan of films that make you think, feel uneasy, and appreciate craftsmanship, Alien is essential viewing. It influenced everything from video games like Metroid to countless horror sci-fi hybrids, and it's preserved in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress for being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. That's right, it's not just entertainment, it's a piece of film history. Now, let's talk about the man behind the camera, Ridley Scott. Born in 1937 in South Shields, England, Scott started his career in advertising, directing hundreds of commercials that honed his visual style. Think crisp, atmospheric shots that build suspense like nobody's business. Before Alien, he made his featured directorial debut with The Duelists in 1977, a historical drama starring Keith Carradine and Harvey Keitel that won Best Debut Film at the Cannes Film Festival. That caught the eye of producers at 20th Century Fox, who were looking for someone to helm this ambitious project. Fun fact, Scott wasn't the first choice. The studio considered heavyweights like Robert Altman, known for MASH, Peter Yates, who directed Bullitt, Jack Clayton, famous for The Innocents, and even Robert Aldrich, the mind behind The Dirty Dozen. Aldrich actually talked himself out of the job by suggesting simplistic effects for one of the creatures, which didn't align with the film's ambitious vision. Scott, however, brought a fresh perspective. He described Alien as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre of science fiction, drawing inspiration from Tobe Hooper's 1974 horror classic to emphasize raw, unrelenting tension. Scott storyboarded the entire film himself, over 300 pages worth, while waiting for funding, which impressed the studio so much they doubled the initial budget. He even did all the handheld camera work personally, adding that intimate, shaky realism that makes you feel like you're right there with the crew.